in love with anything in a bikini. But Sean idly turned his head, tilting the brim of his hat just a shade. He arched a dark brow and was surprised to discover that his breath had caught in his chest. This time, Harvey was right on the mark. She was coming in from the end of the dock. She walked slowly and casually, and with the most sensual grace Sean had ever witnessed. She wasn't wearing a bikini, but a one-piece thing cut high on the thighs. And man, oh man, did those slim, sexy thighs go on forever. If someone were to have asked Sean Ramiro what he first noticed about a woman, he would have given it a little thought, then answered with honesty, her eyes. Eyes were the mirror of the soul, as the saying went. And so he looked first at her eyes. He couldn't see their color, not from his position, not with the way he was forced to squint into the sun. He did see that they were sparkling like the sun, that they were large and exquisite, that they were framed with thick lashes, that they enchanted. He didn't know why, but his eyes fell then to take in the whole of her easy, idle movement, her walk. He was, even on duty, spellbound by that walk. The never-ending length of her golden-tanned legs, the curve of her hips. He liked her waistline, too, smooth and sleek. Just like Harvey, he was instantly in love. Spaghetti straps held the yellow swimsuit in place. The top was straight cut, but she needed no help to display her cleavage. Her still damp, skin-tight bathing suit couldn't hide the fact that her breasts were firm, round, perfect. Sean realized that he felt a bit like a kid in a candy store, almost overwhelmed by the desire to reach out and touch. "Will you look at those eyes?" Harvey breathed in awe. "What is it?" Todd demanded from the parking lot. "Boy, did you draw the wrong straw," Harvey told him. Sean looked back to her face. It was a perfect oval, high-boned, classical. She could have posed for history's most famous artists, and not one of them could have found a flaw. Her mouth was generous, but elegantly defined. Sean could imagine her laughing. The sound would be as provocative as the curve of those lips. Her nose was long and straight, and her eyes, those wondrous eyes, were framed by high brows that added to their captivating size and beauty. And her hair matched the coming of the sunset in glorious color. It wasn't blonde, neither was it dark. It was a tawny color, like a lion's mane, with deeper highlights of shimmering red to match the streak of the sun against the sky. "I am in love," Harvey repeated. "Oh, watch your hot dogs," Todd grumbled from the parking lot. Sean grimaced, jerking involuntarily as the radio suddenly gave out a burst of static. Then Todd's voice came back on the air. "I just got a buzz from Captain Mallory. Someone pulled in faulty information. Blayne isn't here, and he isn't coming. He's got a reservation on a flight north at 6. For a moment, Sean completely forgot the woman, as he closed his eyes in disgust. Damn that Blayne. The senator had received threats against his life, but he had lifted his naive nose to the police, who had bent over backward to protect him. Still, as public servants, it was their job to protect him. They'd been tipped off today that Blayne, who had mysteriously disappeared, had ordered a catered lunch delivered to the docks this morning for a sailboat registered as the Flashpoint. Meanwhile, another threat had been phoned into the police. Of all the lousy details to draw, Sean had drawn this one. He'd had to spend the whole stinking day on the dock, waiting for Peter Blayne to make an appearance, and to see that he got off the docks without mishap. Now it seemed the fool had never been anywhere near the docks to begin with, nor intended to be. The boat had gone out earlier, but without the senator aboard. Sean opened his eyes again. Not even his disgust at the wasted day could really have any effect on him. Not when he was staring at her. And she was coming closer. A scuba mask and a pair of flippers dangled from one hand as she moved along, still at that lazy, no-hurry pace. Her face was tilted upward, and the smallest signs of a